step number one in building the rod is going to be finding your spine. Now, a lot of builders say this is totally irrelevant. Some say it's absolutely crucial. I'm unbiased, but just for those who are interested in it, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. Just like a human body wants to bend a certain direction, it's much easier for us to bend forward. Well, a rod is the same way. It's got multiple spines, one being dominant in most cases. So all we're going to do is just put a flex in this rod, and you can do this by putting it on the floor, but and you want to do it on the floor. It's much easier that way. But for the purpose of the video, I'll just show you what I do. Just put a good flex in the rod, and then actually just roll your fingertips. Just roll the blank in your fingertips while keeping that flex, and you'll feel when the rod wants to settle in a certain spot. And if you mark that spot, right there, I'm going to mark that spot. Probably hard for you to see in the camera, but I just made a mark there with my China marker, and I sit there and keep it bent and roll it around again. There's one spine right there, and there's the opposite side of the spine right there. So you could build on either one. It's up to you, whichever axis you feel is going to provide a better rod or a better action for the rod you want to build. Again, it's not something to get crazy about. Don't worry too much about it. The biggest thing is, if you do care a lot about the spine, make sure that you're building your rod according to it the right way. I've just marked the inside of my curve, and that's what I suggest. Mark the inside of the curve, and on a spinning rod, your guides are going to go on this side of the blank. Just picture your rod out on the water. When you're hooked up to a fish, this is the way you're spinning. Your rod's going to be bent just like this. So naturally, your guides on a spinning rod are going to be on the underside of that rod. Whereas in a bait casting application, your guides are going to be on the outside of that curve, because your guides are on top of the rod still bends towards the water. Guides are going to be on the outside on a bait caster. So that's all there is to building, or to finding the spine. Just put a flex in the rod, in the blank, roll it. You'll feel it pop, or at least you'll feel it. If it's not a pop, you'll feel it just all of a sudden make it a lot easier to flex. It'll just bend a little better, and that's what they call a spine.